Yes.
Okay, we should be good then.
Okay.
Yeah, our
are you
whole
still alive, or
Wi-Fi
did you
just
die?
dropped for some reason.
Weird. Me and Zach started fighting something accidentally that aggroed us, and then it killed us, and it was right next to us. Did you survive, Will?
Apparently, yeah.
Because they were
because
LG.
it killed you and it chased me back to Orc Lift, and the guard killed it.
Oh, it
Sorry.
chased you. Oh, because it had aggro on you because you were nuking it. Nice. Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm running back.
sorry I ran out of mana. I should have summoned my pet instead of continuing to nuke.
No, that's fine. Your nukes were the only thing that was dealing damage to it. Your pet would have just died again. I was just surprised it was going down. Anyway, that was a perfect example. That was an enemy that patrols. We call them pats or patrols, and they patrol around an area, usually to one specific area to another area.
I've never heard Pat before.
You never heard Pat?
Seriously?
Pat?
Pat? No.
Well, maybe that's.
But yeah, pathers, patrols, whatever. It's shortened to Pat. They roam around. Roamers. People call them roamers. Lots of words for them. Oh, you got some. You got some shit on you now.
Oh god.
There's other mobs that are. There's other mobs that are static spawned. You probably want to run those to the guards. There's other mobs that are static spawns, like inside of a camp, and usually patrollers have a set route. So there's safe spots to sit and meditate.
Wait, stop
where
running.
you won't aggro anything.
I'm here. I can kill him. Where you at?
What level are you? Are you level 4? Okay. We'll fight him.
I've got Mez. Are you kidding?
True.
I'm Mez and shit.
Oh, they're still aggroed. I gotta taunt them. My taunt's not good. Oh,
important
okay.
example of why if the whole group had been there, things would, things wouldn't have gone different because they DC'd. But
all right.
So there's.
I'm a chanter. Look at this. Holy shit.
So actually, let me pivot from the camp thing. So do you see how those mobs stopped attacking? Nick is an enchanter, so he put them to sleep. If anyone deals any damage to them, they will immediately break and start attacking us. You don't want that to happen. So it is always of utmost importance to never, ever, ever attack a mesmerized creature. If they have a damage over time spell on them, that will also break mesmerize. So you have to be careful with your dot spells, because if you target the wrong thing and cast a dot on it, it is impossible to crowd control it, and it will possibly kill us. So I'm about to die.
Ooh, resisted. Sorry. Wow, I'm glad I'm practicing this.
So we usually you go for. See, I broke that pawn. You usually will go for the lowest levels first, and concentrate on mesmerizing the higher levels to keep them locked down, because it costs mana obviously to keep mezzing things. But at higher levels, it can be harder to keep things mesmerized. So you want to actually mesmerize the low level stuff. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That is what assist is for. One person in the group, their job will be. I'm gonna die. Can I get some heals?
I'm out of mana.
Yeah.
I'm on my way back. Sorry.
So
My bad.
Yeah, Will, that is a situation where you, as the healer, your job is not to deal damage. Your job is to keep the tank alive. I'm the tank. You're the healer. Not a big deal. That's not obviously a problem, but that's a great example where you can deal damage. That is a job of yours. Zach's job primarily will be healing, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But
yeah, when we're playing live,
your main job is keep an eye on that group window at all times. If someone's below half health, you stop what you're doing and you heal them. Your job as backup healer is pick up the slack. And in this case, you're the only healer, so not a big deal. That's just indicative of your job. I'm the tank. You're the healer. Keep me alive. Anyway, mesmerize. There will always be one person whose job it is to make sure their target is always the correct target. That will probably be Joey as a ranger, or possibly me, but I have to change targets to like taunt mob. So we'll have a main. It's called a main assist, and it's the person who you will always be assisting. You don't attack anything unless that person is attacking it first, and that's a way to make sure that we only attack the same mob and don't break mez. You get that?
Huh? Say that last thing again.
The mez stuff is a little advanced, but don't worry, you'll get it. Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
Basically, what you do is whoever is the main person in the group, like the main fighter, everyone assists them. Which there's a way you can set up a hotkey so that you target only what they're targeting, and that way everyone's fighting the same stuff. And then me as the enchanter, I will mesmerize everything else, so that way we only have to attack one thing at a time. That way we take less damage and can fight better.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about it too much since your job is mostly buffing and healing, but since you have that damage over time ability, you want to make sure not to cast that on the wrong mob. You want to make sure only to cast that on whatever. Basically, right now it's whatever I'm attacking. Whatever I'm attacking, you can only attack something if I'm attacking it, because otherwise it'll break. It'll wake up. So just crowd control. I
Okay.
think that exists in other games, but I don't know.
It does. It does.
I mean, I don't know how common it is, because like WoW had it really, but then they kind of teetered off
Barely.
with it, and it stopped being a thing. So yeah, instead
As a
of
mage, you could only sheep one thing at a time,
Yeah.
which was useless so it just became you just never used it.
Yeah, and in modern WoW, really everything's just AoE anyway. So yeah, crowd control is very important in this game. It is possible to pull a single monster at a time, but sometimes very difficult. So traditionally, one person will pull 3 monsters at a time. The enchanter will freeze down 2 of those monsters, and we pick one to attack. So just make sure when I bring a monster into the camp, only attack the one that I'm attacking, and be careful before you do anything. So camps. You want to find a safe spot, which is as close to the monsters you want to kill as possible, but still in a safe spot. We're really far back here because the monsters are all the way over there. So if I wanted to pull them to us, I would have to run all the way over there, all the way back, kill it, and then repeat it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move. Let's all move up to Orkill. Camps have names, which are not found anywhere other than the colloquial speech of the community.
Yeah, they're unofficial.
So don't worry too much about memorizing them, but you'll eventually learn like what camps we're fighting at. So be careful of the guys as we move into the camp. See that guy wandering around? You got to keep your distance from him.
The Basilisk?
No, the Orc Centurion.
Oh yeah.
Even if something is turned around, there is no facing. They can see you from all directions.
Yeah, there's no sneaking behind enemies or anything like that.
Unless you're a rogue.
Because you're running around a tree doesn't mean they don't see you.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, vision. So this is a safe spot. This is called Orkill. It's one of the very first low-level camps. You're gonna sit here at the top. You're gonna meditate.
Oh, we're camping Orkill with Willow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm nostalgic.
Now me as the puller, I'm going to assess these camps and say, okay,
Holy shit, look at that spider.
Spiders, thankfully, are not aggro, which is nice. Orcs are, so you got to be careful. So I'm assessing our situation, and I'm going to say, okay, there's 2 wanderers right there. That's kind of dangerous. This camp has 2, and that guy just wandered away from it. So I'm going to stay up there. You don't want to be in range. You don't want to be in between the puller, because I'm going to come out here and grab these guys and hope that I don't aggro more than I'm trying to. I've got 2 guys, and I'm bringing them back to camp, and we're going to kill them. All right, Nick, lock down that witch doctor. It's a spellcaster.
And we got 4 now.
Oh, shit. Free mez as many as you can. I'm going to die.
Oh, Christ. All right, I'm stunning.
That's called a wipe. When the whole party dies because of a bad pull. It happens a lot. We're kind of low level for Orkill anyway, so.
Okay, I gotta run because 2 of them are red, so they're resisting me. Follow me, Taffy. Just follow. Just run.
We got like 9 on us now.
Just run. Just run. Just run. Just run. This is a train. This is a train.
All right then.
This is what's called a train. Just run your ass off to the guards.
So this is also what's known as breaking into a camp. So when a camp is fully spawned with mobs, that's a lot of mobs, as you can see, if you're not very good about pulling them. However, they take like between 10 to 30 minutes to respawn. So now if we go back up there, it's going to be easy pickings. There's going to be like 2 or 3 mobs. We'll be totally good. Actually, I'm going to try and grab this. No, it's red.
No, he's yellow. Come get him.
He's red to me.
Will get into a rhythm where he'll know what's going to spawn where and about when, so that they can just go and grab the next set of mobs, and it's something you won't have to worry about. But
yeah, it's just good to know kind of how the pattern works. The beginning is always most difficult. Oh yeah, sorry. It's already too aggroed on me. See, that's again another thing is
Here, I'll mez it and then break it.
good
oh,
idea.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
mez it.
out of mana, but it's okay.
Nope, it's on you. You're good.
I nuked
Cool.
it.
Okay, and now I'll taunt it off. Except I don't have taunt trained very well. Yeah, see, and it's dead. And that was a red. That was yellow to Nick. That was a really high level. Did you see how fast it died? Because we were all able to focus it. So let's another thing you can keep track of is if you look at the party window. Do you notice everyone's mana bars? See how they're kind of a little bit low.
Yeah.
So mine doesn't matter because I don't have spells yet. But your healer and your enchanter, if they have low mana, you don't want to bring things into the camp because it costs them mana to protect you. And if they don't have mana, they should say OOM, which means out of mana, or LOM, which means low on mana. Be careful. We're in Discord. That's not going to be a big deal. But if you're grouping with other people, they will say something like need to meditate, med break, things like that, just to give you an indication. You're not
Right.
responsible for pulling or anything, but just so you know when we're saying things like that, that's what that means. Your job is your goal is to always be at full mana, full HP, and keep the tanks at full HP.
Oh, you should restart your Discord stream so we can see your screen.
Oh, I didn't realize it ended, but
Yeah,
I was
'cause
going to
the
end it anyway.
internet
Nah,
dropped out.
I'm done streaming.
Oh, I was talking about Will.
Yeah, I don't know why mine ended.
Yeah, I can with my chanter, if I'm playing well, which sometimes I will, I can basically save anyone no matter what, unless I'm out of mana. If I'm out of mana, everyone's fucked. So
Yep.
there was an orc chasing you, and I couldn't mez it because it was red, but it was able to pop off a stun, and it gave you a 4-second lead, and you were able to get away. So only Jake died.
Did you get? Do you have World to You Hurl?
No, I used Color Flux,
Oh, okay.
which is a lot of mana.
Yeah, World to You Hurl is so nice. You Color Flux you use to recharm a lot, so like because it casts so fast. So like I'm your charm pet, and I go, oh, my charm broke, bash, bash, instantly stun, and then you can recharm.
Let's go back to Orkel now.
Yeah, we're all full of mana, so let's go ahead and move. So you'll notice this time we get back. Again, it is very important what path you follow exactly, because if you just beeline straight somewhere, you'll probably end up running through some enemies. There is an orc here. We're going to go ahead and kill him because he's XP. Nick pulls him first. Nick pulls him first because we need the pet. And then as soon as it hits him once, I'm going to fight it. No, you're good. Ding for...
Nice.
All right. There's another pather here, but he's walking into a camp. I'm kind of scared. Let's keep going. So when we're moving into a camp, you kind of just got to stick as tight as possible to the leader. And then once you get in camp, you're good. You can just kind of chill out.
I didn't buy
So, go
LOL,
ahead.
sorry.
LOL sucks. It's fine. Okay, the camps are still pretty
You pulled
big.
4 on your first pull, so...
Yeah, they were all red to me. I was level 3, so that was kind of the worst thing.
Well, I could have
So,
LOL,
this
is what
is-
I'm saying.
Yeah, yes. It's only
Okay,
Yeah,
my pet's got aggro.
really. All right. So I think how we're doing it now is I'm pulling. You need to get aggro, but then I'm
Yeah.
going to try and get aggro
I'll
back.
tag
See how
him.
this one's running? So this can be dangerous if
Definitely
it runs
snare,
into a
yeah.
group of mobs. You don't have to keep these ones snared, but if you want to practice, you can help because that will
Yeah.
help a lot.
Yeah, basically
that-
whatever Jake pulls, go ahead and drop a snare on it, even if you do nothing else, and
Yep.
then watch his HP for heals, and sit as much as you can unless you're full mana. That's basically how druids play. You can run up and fight it if you've got plenty of mana, but the most important thing is that you keep Jake healed. Oh, like now, I'm mezzing the Witch Doctor.
It is good to know. I'm going to set myself as main assist so my thing gets popped up. It's good to know
Let me
that...
aggro the conscript.
Oh, yep, sorry.
Okay, my
forgot
pet's...
my
Oh,
own.
my
Oh,
pet's on a shaman.
You got a shaman.
I'm gonna mez the
Conscript's almost
shaman.
dead. You're good.
I'm
No,
mezzing
kill the shaman. Shaman
Whoops.
next.
Oh, my pet's dead. Oh no, my pet died.
Summon a new one.
Shit. Okay. Oh, hold on, I gotta remez the Witch Doctor.
Oh, heal me. I'm low. I need heals.
I don't have mana.
Yes, you do. You're full mana.
What?
You're at 75% mana.
Oh.
Oh, why'd you mez the shaman?
So you didn't die? I have no pet.
Good call.
Recasting pet.
All right, I'm gonna go for the witch doctor actually because it's lower mez.
Too late, I'm breaking the shaman.
Well,
So yeah, that's fine, and because your pet needs to aggro it, We'll also have a designated Mez Breaker. Usually it's the tank because they taunt until they get a successful taunt and then break Mez. In this case, yes, because your pet needs to aggro it first.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
totally fine.
also I'm
Heal.
Yeah, Jake needs to heal.
yeah. Heal Jacob. Jacob.
Oh god, oh god, oh shit.
Sorry, I couldn't tell what was attacking you, so I didn't know what to mez.
That's fine. Keep that Witch Doctor Mez.
Oh
This
my
one's kind
God!
of high level.
Did they save you?
I lay on hands myself.
Oh, haha. Oh God, what?
Anyone
what,
got any mana to nuke this?
Yeah, hold on.
Oof, it's chunking me.
I was working on it, dude. I burned everything on it.
Oof. It's a level 10.
Stun.
That's-
Oh, resisted my
I
stun.
mean, we're surviving a long time on a level 10. That's kind of impressive, honestly. I'm coming back.
Yeah, we just have too much stuff. I'm out of mana.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I,
see,
I can't
that's
mez.
My pet's
This is
holding
a-
it, sort of.
this is a low level version of something that will happen occasionally, where we're fighting stuff, we're doing good, and someone runs out of mana, we get a little overwhelmed, and that's what happens. At higher levels, we'll have a much bigger mana pool, so that'll be less likely to happen. But sometimes that just happens,
That's
Someone
okay.
pulls a
I'm buying
train.
spells. Oh my God, we killed the shaman.
Nice.
I'm gonna die to the witch doctor though. I have no pet.
Yeah, my pet's down and I'm completely out of mana. I burned everything.
Occasionally, yeah.
Shit.
Okay, I'm
doing good,
respawning
though.
and I'm gonna buy spells.
Okay, this way. Do you remember how to get back?
Yeah, keep
Will?
running, you're doing it, you're kiting him. Will's not dead yet. Will's kiting him. Kite him to the lift.
Yeah.
So this is a point where you want to do strafe running. When you're doing your snake running like that, you are actually losing ground against them because you're not running in a straight line away from them. You want to run a strafe line directly in one direction and not turn. Every
Yeah.
time you turn, you lose ground. You lose
Yeah,
speed.
don't-
They're gaining ground on you.
Don't turn, but strafe instead. That's how you
Yep.
snake. Has Will died at all yet?
No.
No.
That's so impressive. I didn't even need the gate. I just died. All my spells stay up when I die? Easy mode.
Yep. They never
Yes.
go away.
Wow.
So it's been like that for a long
And
time.
if you save spell sets, then it just makes it super, super duper easy when you're like switching between buffs.
Cool. So yeah, you do want to. I mean, if we're all wiping, you want to avoid dying yourself if possible, because we already still have to reset, and you're going to lose experience when you die. So the fewer people who die, the better. Is a faster recovery and all that stuff. So normally in the full game, you'd have like a whole hotbar full of buffs, which all go away when you die. So even though you have to meditate because you're now low HP and low mana, having to recast all those buffs would cost so much more money, so much more mana, that it's worth you not dying. Also, the experience you lose, all that stuff.
Okay, so it required the Malachite to cast, but it didn't consume it until the pet died both times. Is that not fucking weird?
That is really weird.
I wonder if that's like an upcoming change or a recent change and we're just unaware of it, or if it's a accidental glitch they've introduced recently. Because I don't even know how you would accidentally program that.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be hard to program.
Oh yes, I love looking at the 2-pixel grass.
You are more than welcome to tab out whenever a long period of time, like we're meditating. Keep in mind we do see your screen since you're sharing your whole screen, but that's a significant portion of your game will be spent meditating and tabbed out watching YouTube or doing something else, and then tabbing back in when a pull comes. But yeah, this is pretty much the game. Now as you level up, things will get more complicated. You'll have more different spells. You'll have buffs you're keeping up on people. But for the most part, we're gonna sit in the camp. Joey's gonna bring mobs to us. We're gonna snare them, nuke them, mez them, heal, and then they're gonna die. And we
run
get
the guard.
experience. Yep.
Is it worth it to get weaken or strengthen or tash on?
Strengthen's all right.
Just Sean.
Tash is good because it's unresistible and it helps your mez stick. So on high level stuff, it can help a lot.
Unresistible. Wow.
Yep, you always cast that first.
What about
and it is also
enfeeblement?
high aggro.
I accidentally
Yeah.
buffed the guard.
You can buff the guard. Well,
Enfeeblement
oh no, you
or
can't.
nah?
Enfeeblement, nah.
Okay.
Weaken is a strength debuff, enfeeblement's an attack debuff, but it's expensive, so it's just not worth it. Your mana is better spent for Mez.
Yeah.
If you have extra mana, you use your dot, and other than that, you need to be conserving mana and stun and buffs when you get them. So yeah, we're waiting. Right now, Nick went to go buy spells, so he's back in his city. So when we're actually playing, we're gonna get to level 5, which we're almost there, but stuff's giving us like 4 times XP right now, so it's gonna be a lot slower. We're not gonna go buy spells until everyone gets level 5. Because actually, it's gonna be faster because we're gonna just blast and stuff. So like right now, we're kind of wasting time because we're not doing anything productive. We're waiting on Nick to buy spells. Not negative. I'm just giving an example.
Asshole. Just kidding.
At level
good job,
5,
Nick.
at level 5, we all should go buy spells because we get a lot stronger spells.
Hey, you want me to grab you some malachite while I'm here?
Oh, I already got some from Calithan. Thank you, though.
Okay.
I mean, yes, please spend your money on some malachite for me. I don't have any.
Sigh.
So when we're actually playing, we're gonna just go level straight to level 5. And then as soon as we get level 5, you get an ability called Origin, which teleports you back to your hometown. You also get a spell called Gate, which is one of the best spells in the game. It teleports you back to your bind without dying. So we're going to get level 5. We'll tell you when we're doing it what to do. You're going to cast Origin, which will bring you back to your hometown. You'll come back to Kelethan. You'll go buy all your spells. And then you're going to cast Gate, and you'll come straight back to us to continue leveling.
Gate? More like gay.
Gate.
Gay.
Should I have bought an
Please,
extra
this game
gate?
came out in the 90s. You know, it's definitely
No.
gay.
Because I'll have Origin.
Oh yeah.
The other thing, which you probably I think has already been explained, your class is one of 2 classes in the game which get teleports to arbitrary locations in the world. You get teleports for yourself much earlier. I think they start like level 19 or something. And you can teleport other people. So all that running we had to do to get here, you can just instantly teleport us to several locations across the world. So your character is one of the most useful for travel because we're going to be like, hey, we need a port to Commons, and you're going to, okay, everyone group up, I'll port you to Commons. You're our travel buddy because the rest of us have to walk like losers.
Fucking loser.
After my level 2 pet, I have to go to high pass, right?
Yup. Well, plane of knowledge.
Not doing that here.
Yeah, but yes, after level 2, it's high pass. So low level stuff respawns a lot faster. So these camps are almost completely full again. Normally, we'd want to rush back to the camp as soon as possible, so stuff doesn't respawn before we get back. In this case, doesn't really matter that much. If we try and kill stuff, we'll probably die because we don't have Nick's Mesmerize. But we can if you just wait up here, I'll see. So that's the thing, is you got to be careful. In a dangerous place like this, you kind of want to find your safe spot and just hug it. If you go wandering around areas like this without knowing what you're doing, you can get killed very easily. Right now, it's fine because it's like if you die, no big deal. But the person who's the tank or the puller, it is not necessarily safe to follow them when you're in a fighting area. So, like for me, I'm running around seeing if there's any mobs to bring back. But you're not supposed to come to me to fight them. I'm gonna bring them to you, because I can get them back safely. Oh, I found a spider, which is our level, so I'm gonna grab it, punch it, and I'm running back. And I would say ink %T, and it's gonna tell the group ink a giant window. Ink means incoming, so that's a warning that I'm bringing back a monster for us to fight. And you're gonna see me running up, and you need to wait just a second for me to build aggro on it. I got to hit it a couple times, otherwise it'll switch to you and start hitting you. Right now, they don't hit that hard. At higher levels, these kinds of mobs will two-shot you. So I'm fighting it now.
We aggroed a second.
Oh, we have an orc sent. Uh-oh, where's the orc?
I don't know when it gets here. Do you want me to put my pet on it?
Oh, it's on Nick. We're good.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah. Not my
in the
problem.
bottom right, Will, do you see where it says extended targets?
Yes.
That's a list of all the enemies that have aggro on you or your party members. So sometimes you'll see one pop up and you'll be like, "Uh-oh, what aggroed me?" And then you click on it and you can see it targeting Nick. You see its target is Jessany. So we're actually fine. It's targeting Nick. But that is a way to tell you how many mobs are aggroed. So if you just see a swarm of monsters, and oh god, that one's level 10. If you just see a swarm of monsters and you're like, how many mobs are there? I have no idea. Or you need to like search through them to find out which one is mesmerized. You can search through that window and be able to easily see at a glance how many, what levels. You can click through them and see if they're mesmerized or if they have damage buffs on them, things like that. What else we got
Sorry, I
here?
got trigger happy on that one.
No,
Okay,
no,
I'm
bring
back.
it. No, that was a blue. Oh, good. Nick's back.
Yeah,
Kinda scary.
I'm basically gonna be carrying the group, which is scary.
That's how enchanters work.
Yeah, I'm the most important person. If I'm not here, everyone is fucked. If I'm here, I can save us from almost anything if I have mana.
Yep. All right. Incoming 2 orcs. If they don't path, shitty. Oh god, that one got. I didn't realize it came in. Fighting descent.
It just wandered in.
I'm mezzing one of these witch. Oh, I'm mezzing both witch doctors.
I'm trying to taunt this one, but it's not succeeding very
Incoming.
well. Uh-oh. We're good. Just focus them down.
Okay.
Switch to this other scent because it's not mezzed yet. It's level 10, so it's going to be rough. Keep me up. Oh, good. It's on the pet. Let the pet tank it for a second.
I'm keeping these mezzed.
Yeah, that
So,
thing's resisting. Oh, my
healing
pet's about to die.
healing pets is a little bit harder. So
Yeah.
Nick and Zach both have pets. They don't actually show in the group window, but under their HP bar, you can see a little green bar.
Heal Jake, heal Jake, heal Jake.
Yeah, I need some heals.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about healing our pets for the most
Yeah.
part.
Sorry.
For the most part, they shouldn't. No, grid. For the most part, they shouldn't be taking damage. But that, just so you know where that is, you can see that. Oh god.
Oops.
Mez broke.
Whoops. Gotta be watching that. Remember, my gene is not perfectly set up yet, so
Yeah.
I do have
Oh, we got
alerts,
another
but
one.
they're just. No, I got it. They're mezzed.
We're doing good. We're getting low on mana, but we're doing good.
I can't
See-
nuke that guy.
If someone dies, no, save your mana for Mez. If someone dies and you have mana, ultimately,
My mana gone.
ultimately, it's your fault if you have mana and someone dies and you weren't able to heal them. However, if you were out of mana, it's not your fault. You were out of mana. They shouldn't have pulled mobs, but you were low on mana. So
These are
just keep that in
mezzed.
mind. We're never gonna like directly blame you, especially since you're like we're forcing you to play and you're like brand new.
Wait, don't run. Zach, don't run. Oh my god. Where's Lich T? Just fight. Just let it fight me.
I can't let it fight you. I have been nuking the shit out of it. You're not going to pull off me. That's why I ran.
Oh, this thing.
I've dropped like a full mana bar on
Okay,
it so far.
actually run because this thing's red to me. So let's just run. Come on, Taffy. Let's run.
This is so sad.
This is EverQuest. This is EverQuest. This is the game.
This is kind of a very
EverQuest.
condensed.
This is EverQuest.
This is a very condensed experience. This is exactly what the real game is like, except with much more killing and time in between wipes.
And other people causing problems too.
Yeah.
In our group.
Okay, but
It's always someone's fault.
Something to remember is that Zach is going to be the main healer, so you will just be the backup. So you'll have a lot more slack. And also clerics are better at healing. So Zach it'll be a lot easier for him to keep the group up. Like at this level, clerics already get a heal upgrade, which does a huge amount of HP. So
you won't have to worry as much. I will call for backup healing probably when I'm starting to need it, but
Yeah, so the way it'll work is basically Zach is always going to be the one keeping Jake healed. You watch everyone else's health, and if anyone but Jake is dropping, go ahead and drop some heals on them. Because...
Dude.
Yeah?
Now I see what you mean by you can AFK for half of the time while playing EverQuest.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, you're sick.
Oh, I was just saying, so since Zach is the best healer and Jake is the tank, so he has the most HP, Zach is gonna be healing Jake. But if anyone else gets attacked, so that Zach can focus on keeping Jake alive, then you can heal the other people. Basically, is how it'll work. Right now, you're the only healer because Zach went mage. But when we play our optimized group, that's how it's going to go.
Yep.
I'm going back
So
to
you're
orc heal because I'm full.
Zach's not.
Maybe should I have maybe rolled cleric for this so that they didn't have to worry about.
No, I want them to practice healing. This
Yeah.
is
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I was going to say
In
it's
a-
actually
in a
better
no-risk
this way.
environment.
Yeah, because that way there's more pressure on them to heal, and they're going to learn that instead of being like, "Oh, don't worry, you just sit around and watch." Like they actually
Yeah.
have an important role, which is
Okay.
helping them learn faster.
The other thing is, as a main healer, you have an easy job. Keep the person up. Keep your mana high. As an off healer, as an off healer, you actually have to pay attention because when you're needed, it's kind of going to be a random emergency. Like, the main healer is low on mana. A mob is attacking the caster, and you're going to have to like react quickly. The main healer will do it too. We can go ahead and move back since Nick's already fighting.
My pet can't solo shit anymore.
Yep. Nope. It starts to fall off around now. Yeah. Level. You can solo up to about level 5. After that, it's kind of crap. So yeah, the main healers. Yeah, their job is the most intense focus wise, but you can't be slacking as an off healer because when they need you, they need you. You don't get the luxury of
Yeah, what you'll
warning.
find is basically when we pull, you probably only want to cast like one damage spell or so. Like, at higher levels, like once we're really going. At low levels it's kind of different, but you do like one damage spell and then you just kind of sit and watch and then you go, "Oh, this person's dropping, jump up, do a heal." Or, "Uh-oh, the mob's running, stand up, do a snare." So, you're the kind of the jack of all trades. You're watching everything, and whatever it needs to be done, then you jump in and do it.
This game, fights and stuff, it's more of a marathon than it is a burnout race like most of the games you probably play.
That's a good point.
Yes, that is a very good analogy.
Yeah, like we'll bring stuff in. We can go ahead and move up. We'll bring stuff in, and it will die generally in a reasonable amount of time. The more important thing, this one's high level. Can we fight it? Nick, pull it first so it gets on your pet.
10. We can just
50%.
stay tight.
Yeah, let's move up to the.
I already pulled it. I pulled it.
We're going.
Okay, now my pet's on it.
I just got to get it off your pet, but my taunt sucks.
As long as we don't aggro anything, we're okay. We'll
start recasting your pet.
Try to snare this thing. Oh, too late.
I don't think it running is going to be a problem.
Well, eventually it will.
But yeah, I mean, right now we're fighting like super high level stuff. That's really our problem because there's this stupid asshole running around high level. Normally, not you, the orc. This orc.
Oh. Okay,
normally,
snare
what happens,
it if you can. Try to get a snare on it.
So that
it will
might
not.
Start running soon.
That way, it won't run and aggro something.
It doesn't look like it's running. I think it's too high level to run. It's got balls.
Ding 6.
Scrats.
Level 5, ding.
Nice, scrats.
Origin.
I'll show you how to use Origin in a second. It's a little bit weird. So yeah, marathon, because the stuff comes in, it's gonna die. There's no reason for us to hurry up and kill it unless it's like in this case where these things are super high and they're dealing a lot of damage. You're just gonna everyone contributes a little bit. You're gonna cast usually Flame Lick, which is your damage over time spell. You just drop that at the start of the fight and then sit down. Don't worry about it because it deals enough damage during the fight to contribute. And then we're gonna have 3 people hitting it with their weapons, a pet, and someone punching it. So that's not your concern, but it's nice to contribute just a little bit. Throw a snare, throw a flame lick, and then sit down and wait for heals. If you have full mana, do something with it. Don't just waste a full mana bar, but keep it as close to full as you can because when you need it, you need it. Origin. Let's let's go ahead and wipe again and then we can do
Origin. We're gonna wipe soon enough. Let's just try to kill some shit.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean.
Oh, not that I got my level 6 pet.
Oh yeah, actually Zach has a new pet. Well, what level is it? Level 9.
It is level 9.
Yeah, mages are fucking nuts. What level are you?
Level 6.
Wow.
So Zach gets level 6. His pet's level 9, and his pet can pretty much solo anything here now. Nick, do you want to try and pull from this camp over here? So
Yeah,
your
hold on,
pet
hold
will
on.
aggro first?
I can lull pull. Give me a second.
Yeah, you can do that. So there's a spell called Lull, which makes a mob less likely to aggro you. So he's going to cast Lull on one of those orcs, and then we're going to pull the other one, and the other mob should ignore. You just cast it on Kevin. Nope. You cast it on Zach's pet.
No, I lulled it. I got it.
You lulled my pet. It's got lull on it.
Well, then what? This guy had a buff on him. Okay, well,
you gotta look at the buff icon generally.
I looked at the icon and I just read it wrong.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Fight this guy. What did we? Where's the scent? Oh, there's a scent on Zach's pet. I'm mezzing it.
His pet. Yeah. Oh yeah, pets will automatically stop attacking on mesmerized mobs. Let's kill this witch doctor because it's gonna break soon. Yeah, you want to try and go for the one that has the shortest mez timer, because obviously it's a waste of time to mez something and immediately break it and then immediately have to remez the other thing. But it just depends on the situation.
Okay, so will I basically keep mesmerized forever, like the level 2 spell, or does it upgrade?
So okay, well it's debatable. Some people prefer mesmerize because it's cheaper, and so you can cast it more often.
Oh shit.
The higher level one is exactly twice the duration, exactly twice the mana. So it's a question of, do you want to... Ooh, see how this one's rooted? Oh, it died too quick. It's a question of, do you want to double the duration and double the mana, or are you just want to... It's a modular thing. So if things are dying real quick, just use Mesmerize. But if you're going to keep something locked down for a minute, use Enthrall, the higher level one.
I'll probably end up doing both of them because I really like having a super cheap mez.
So the thing is, at higher levels, the second tier mez, which you get at like level 20, is still super cheap, even at level 50. So there's no reason to continue using mez when the other one's just twice as long.
Okay, it's kind of like snare and snare.
Exactly. You might as well use the low level version if you don't need the high level version. So, but some people prefer to keep it. That's cool too. We're good to pull more if you want, I think.
Oh, am I pulling? Oh yeah, because okay.
Yeah, just because you have the pet.
Yep.
The stupid pet. Also, you got lull. Technically, you want to try lull pulling again?
Yes. Okay, lull pulling. I'm pulling the witch doctor. Okay, now I got it.
Yeah, you always want to double check that it lands because it can resist too. So
yeah.
All right, and then so there is line of sight actually. Indoor zones and outdoor zones have different line of sights. I think it's indoor zones. Line of sight doesn't.
I think pull it back so
matter.
Zach can see it. So
I can't. Your pet's.
We have an adding group.
Oh.
When I try and pull back.
Whoops. Okay.
And it is beating the crap out of Will.
Mezzing the ad.
Oh shit.
It's mezzed.
Oh yeah. So
Shaman
especially
mez.
as a healer, as a spellcaster, but especially as a healer, if you have an enemy attacking you, interrupt anything anyone is saying to say, there is a pet, there is an enemy on me, help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're always allowed to interrupt us.
I'm just letting you know, yeah, just in general, not necessarily right now, just always, that your priority is, hey guys, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a mob on me, and no one will ever get mad at you for interrupting them because that's top priority.
I'm not sure where the shaman is, but it's mezzed.
It's down here.
I decided to stick my pet on it first, and then let everyone know since Will didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
always. Yeah, you can always send your pet to snag stuff.
Scent is
mez the scent. It's lower.
It's okay. It's mezzed.
Oh, it's not lower. It's 10. Get a tash on it too, if you don't already.
I'm low mana, but I will.
Oh boy.
Heal max as fast as you can.
They are. I'm just going down real fast.
I'm gonna keep this guy mez. Just everyone focus on the shaman. If we don't get any ads, we can live.
Why are there so many level 10 mobs here? There's not supposed to be this many high levels.
Oh god, it resisted. I'm out of mana.
That's what the tash is for. Did you get a tash on it?
No, because I was low mana.
Nope, always tash first.
Well, I'm OM, so good luck with this next one.
Yeah.
Pet. Maybe your pet will save me.
I'm sorry. It took me a
Maybe
second.
your pet will save me.
I have no mana.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
synced my
Set-
pet on it, but
You
it's
just-
too late.
Try to get
So-
sit aggro. Sorry, too late.
There,
It
no,
too low.
I was too low. It wasn't going off me.
Just
There
fight
are
this thing. Oh
situations.
god.
Even though you're out of mana, it might feel bad to sit while everyone else is taking damage, but you can get that little bit of mana back and get that heal or that nuke off and save everyone. So if you're low mana and you can't cast any spells that help, you just need to sit and do nothing. And
As
then
long as they
immediately
don't
sit
turn
back.
to attack you.
Well, yeah, that's true too. I mean, you
Because
kind of
that'll
gotta use
happen
common
some
sense.
places.
I think we're
but
gonna
most of the
actually get
time you
this.
should be fine.
Oh god, snare it. Oh
Yeah, you guys
god.
got it.
Oh god. Oh god, snare it.
Oh shit.
Okay, it died.
Sorry, couldn't
no.
snare
Yeah,
it
I'm
in
sorry,
no,
time.
we're
Jake.
good, we're good.
No,
The
I'm gonna
loot
dial
window
on.
popped up right when you started screaming, pet, and I was trying to get it to close.
Yeah. Well, no. Sorry. When I said pet, I was just hoping the pet was gonna take the aggro off me. That was nothing you could have helped with. Your pet was on it.
Oh, my
was just-
pet
it
was
was-
on it. I thought I
it was-
hadn't sticked
no.
it on it yet.
I was talking to the pet. I'm sorry. That probably sounded like I was telling you to send your pet. I was
Well,
just I was just praying.
I figured my pet wasn't on it when you started saying that, so I was sitting here spamming the attack button on it. Like,
So now
I
we
was-
all sit here in bed while we wait for Jake to run back.
Those wasps are so scary. I know they're not gonna attack, but they.
I know.
Yeah, isn't it funny that wasps aren't KOS?
no
are-
shit, one of the
you pulling
angriest
one?
creatures that God
Yeah,
I
just one
ever
blue.
blessed the
Yeah,
earth
it's a
with.
blue. Yeah, you gonna kill it or you want me to mez it?
We'll kill it.
Okay.
I pulled it intentionally. It's level 3. Just smash it.
Oh, 3, okay. I love how that XP bonus actually shows now.
Yeah.
I
It shows
thought
the
you were
percentage.
calculating it. I was like, how the fuck did you calculate that?
No, yeah, they've released the details, but it shows the XP is not the bonus. That's how much total you get.
Yeah,
The bonus
yeah.
is
I
like
love that
calculated.
it flat out says 15% or however
Yeah.
much.
God,
Hey,
it
there's
was so
a white
annoying.
right behind us.
Drink. It was so annoying having to like before you kill a mob, you would have to check your percent, kill the mob, check your percent again, do some math to determine how much you got.
Yep, you'd have to sit there and stare at your XP bar.
Yeah, exactly. When do you guys want to origin? Or I want Will to origin to get some new spells.
Will, how close are you to level?
75%.
Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and level then. Let me check Druid spells and see what spells you get at level 7 or 6.
6.
Level 6, you will get nothing great. Ooh, they get tree form.
Nah.
Tree.
No, tree form.
When's the next heal or nuke?
9. Sorry, ignites at 8. Oh, damage shield at 7. I mean, we're not. I don't know how far we're playing. But
I'd say we just keep killing unless we wipe because
yeah,
there's no big upgrades for them coming soon.
I just want them to like. This is still just training. I want to show them how Origin works. And
Mezzing
get
the
some new
witch doctor.
spells.
Mezzing the
We
witch
can
doctor.
probably go to Crushbone.
Yeah, let's go to Crushbone because Crushbone's fucking awesome.
Okay.
I don't know how to get aggro on these if I don't pull it.
You can't.
Yeah.
That's why in shit. But your pet's like not that great anymore, so they die fast enough. It's
Well,
like,
let me break Mez on this guy so my pet will go on
Yeah.
it.
yeah. You break it with a dot.
Oh, all I did was miss and fizzle. I'm sitting. Yeah, after this, let's fight our way to the entrance.
Okay.
And go inside.
All right. So let's go this way. We've got to be careful because we don't want to aggro the tent that's right outside.
So now we're going into Crushbone, and this is the best zone in the entire game. We will not be doing this on live because it's also the worst zone in the entire game.
Okay.
It's full of people, And you know how we keep having to run and die? That's basically Crushbone is that times 10. Um, so it's not super great for actually trying to level, but it's just so much fun. It's very you'll see. It's very like
Level 6, let's go.
Rats.
rats. It's
Yeah,
very
that one gave me
From
11.
here on out, you'll lose a little bit of experience when you die, okay.
Careful.
let's kill
Yeah,
these,
you
yeah.
start losing.
Oh, let me pull. I'm gonna lull pull.
Wait, aggroed. There's one
Lol.
over here. We
Okay,
don't have to kill that camp. We could just walk past it.
fine.
I need heals.
Uh-oh, there's something aggroing on someone.
Eek,
Uh-oh.
you.
It's on us, it's
Here,
on us,
here.
it's on
Oh,
us.
someone backed up too far. Run to Crushbone. Run to Crushbone.
Run to Crushbone, run to Crushbone. I'm stunning. Run. I stunned him. Woohoo.
I'm guessing it was me, but I didn't realize I moved.
Yeah, well, you might have been just in range of them.
Maybe.
Oh,
I'm stunning.
I've got
Just
lay on hands.
keep on going,
Keep
Will.
going.
I stunned. Nope, didn't work.
This corner here.
Yeah, and this is the zone line, so we're safe.
Woohoo.
No, go. I stopped so you could go.
I was gonna. Oh, it resisted my mess.
All right, so this is the first dungeon zone. It is all enemies here. There's no allies, and mobs are significantly higher level, and there's like boss enemies. But around the entrance is just these low-level dudes. So,
But
no
if
big
we're
deal.
really careful, it can actually like we know this zone so well. We know where all the camps are, and if we're really safe, we can actually do pretty well here. You want to
Yeah.
go to the slaver pits? I think we could do the pits. Oh,
Probably
ding
the
7.
what?
Well, these guys are bad, so they enslave good races, and we're gonna kill the guys that are enslaving them.
Okay, I gotcha.
But unfortunately, once in a while, some of the slaves suffer from Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, they will assist their captors. Yeah, so this zone has several very interesting camps. So there are slave pits, slave caves, a hill with a training hill, and then there's a castle. And the castle is very high level. We will not be doing that.
Yeah.
But the castle is what kills people all the time. It's awesome. A lot of times people will run out of the castle with a train to the zone. Sometimes me, sometimes on purpose. No, don't go to the
I
caves.
was
Go
going
to
to
the
say
pits.
usually that the cause of death in
Where
this
you
zone is
going?
Oh,
us.
pits.
Okay, go to the caves. Go to the caves.
Caves are lower level. Pits have like Legos
Yeah,
and stuff.
caves are better, I guess. I just love the pits.
Pits is like where you go when all the other camps are taken. It's the dregs. No one wants it.
Pits was my like original like CB camp, like the first camp I learned, and I
Yeah.
love the pits. Plus, they're right outside the castle, so you get to see all kinds of drama,
Yeah, that's true. Not involved in any of it.
and you can see Emperor Crush and Divin up in the
Yeah.
tower. So there's this dark elf named Ambassador Divin, and he's the strongest guy in the zone, and he's also even stronger than what his level would suggest, and he basically will kill anyone other than a strong group. So the funnest thing to do is to train him on people. Oh no, the funnest thing to do is to charm him to make him your pet, then give him a whole bunch of buffs to
Oh
make him
my god.
ridiculously strong. Then you go and have him guard by some stupid group. Then you go and zone out, which breaks the charm, and then he just slaughters them.
Nick and I would charm and root them at the entrance and stuff and log out, and we would sit there and watch people zone in and fall over dead and not even know why because they die before they finish zoning. So they just suddenly are back at their death spawn point.
There's nothing more fun in EverQuest than causing the death of other players. Except
Wait,
when it's
this
your
is still
group.
being streamed. We don't do that. We've never done any of that.
I'm not
Not your
saying
own
I'm
group.
not advocating. I'm just saying it's fun. Oh yeah, so like there's times when we've been killing stuff and then people are like fighting with us and like trying to steal our mobs from us. So I would like go and pull the entire throne room on them and then they just get slaughtered and then they curse me out and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then I take over the camp.
Say, oh, you should have held your camp. Okay, so this is the camp, this ramp right here. So you guys sit on this ramp, and I'm gonna pull stuff back to us from the caves.
No, I
We can-
like to camp by the cabin.
Oh, there's mobs that spawn by the cabin.
Well, then you just kill
Oh,
them when they pop.
like the side of the cabin. Yeah, the side of the cabin is fine.
No, I don't have anything to do. Because you're only pulling singles.
I mean,
He's been pulling doubles.
we were fighting too. They just died before you got there. Okay, so this is the camp right here in front of this wall.
Yo.
Scoutsman's
over
up, be
here.
careful.
It's not a difficult mob.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. So make sure you're sitting. You're kind of low HP there, and you're our only healer.
Oh yeah, yes. Sit so that you can heal mana.
You mean
This is-
low mana?
This
I
is
was
kind of
like-
this is kind of a safer camp, not as bad as the other place. Also, we're higher level now, but just make sure you're prioritizing keeping your mana high, keeping my HP high, and then if you have plenty of mana and I'm plenty of HP, then you can damage stuff. But those are your priorities. It's so boring to just be sitting there. That's why Flame Lake is nice, which is why I kind of want to get you. Oh, you can't. There's not going to be any Fire Beetle eyes. That's why I want to get you stuff so you can have a little bit more to do. Flame Link is really cheap, so you can just toss it on a mob at the start of the fight and then sit down, and you feel like you're contributing, even though you're just meditating.
Yeah, you'll get the feel of it, but basically what you do is you just sit here and watch everyone else play, and then whenever they pull a mob, you'll drop a snare. Oops, sorry, I was gonna mez it. You drop a snare to make sure it doesn't run, and then you just kind of gauge the situation. If things are going fast and smooth, then you can drop a nuke. If you're if people need heals, then you drop a heal or two. But then when things go crazy, you have a whole bunch of mana. Basically, you never want to go below half mana. That way you've got a way to like save everyone if things get hairy.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm full mana, so it's like do boring. But if a whole bunch of mobs get pulled, then I can save the day. So
Yeah, and see, even without him casting spells, they're dying really quick because we've got two pets. Well, one pet, um, and a mage who's casting spells. Yeah, Zach's job, all he can do on this character is cast spells. All he can do is the warden's up.
grab
Yeah,
him.
all I do is damage.
Yeah, all he does is damage. So your job is to make sure we stay alive so he can do damage. You can definitely do damage to help, but if we don't have HP, then we can't kill things because
Yeah,
we're gonna die.
when we have a cleric, you can do a little more damaging, but
Yep.
since you're the only healer, you basically want to only heal as much as possible.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to be constantly healing. Just keep an eye on HP, watch your mana.
Yeah, that should be
And,
your mana efficiency is really big in this game, what you use your mana for. So in this case, like, yeah, great job on that snare.
Yeah, see, that's perfect.
In this case, you basically want to be just snaring and healing, but then if you got a bunch of mana and you feel like dropping a nuke to make a kill go faster, then that's totally cool.
Swag.
Okay, Deanna. Oh, it's so late.
Is it?
How
Oh, yeah,
late
it is.
is it? Oh my god.
I can play for a while
Welcome
longer.
to EverQuest.
I mean, we're literally like in my favorite zone, and Will is playing my favorite class, and is doing well, and this is a lot of fun. And I'm doing something new for once.
Yeah, we can play. We can play for a little bit longer. I want to show Will Origin, and I kind of want to do a dry run to Butcher Block, just to give him an idea of how rough it's gonna be, because that's gonna be the first experience they have with the live server is run from GFA to BB.
When we're done
or to
killing, I'm
Figport.
probably going to go ahead and log off. Like, I'll play until
yeah.
we're done killing, and then I'll log off, and then you can show them some more stuff. And I don't know, I guess I'm probably not going to play more, like, in the future, because this was kind of like the big teaching day, and it seems like we've really gotten it together. And
Yeah.
really the main thing for Will to do is just, like, figure out their UI and stuff.
I did. The only other thing I wanted to do was all of us make our actual characters, which for do I die or do I bring the whole cave?
Bring it.
All right.
I'm gonna mez the warden. I'm mezzing the warden.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
you
put my
might wanna-
pet on one of the slaves.
You might want to tash the
Heal.
warden first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right. Okay, tashing him.
Well, it would have come to you anyway, but
mezzing him. He's resisted. I'm mezzing again. Just spam heal Maximuse. He resisted again.
Yeah, that's a lot of mobs. It's
Oh
fine.
shit.
Gate.
Yeah, it was just yeah, gate. That's the kind of
Shit.
thing where it's like that was just a really high level mob, and we can't mez it. Our spells don't work
No,
on it.
I
So
can't. He's only 14. Come on, man.
that's really high.
He's still resisting. I'm chain mezzing him, and it does nothing.
Oh
Yep.
shit.
I thought we were gating.
Nope.
Oh, you're more than welcome to.
Will
Oh,
run.
more than
Fuck
already
this shit,
did.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Do. Fuck this
Try-
shit, I'm out.
Try to.
Yep.
I'm
Fuck
dead.
this shit,
Rip.
I'm out.
I don't know what the fuck
works.
just happened, but I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm a
Welcome to
fucking
EverQuest.
blast.
Yeah, I
Fuck
thought I
this
could
shit.
mez the
Ow.
warden, so I
No.
guess even with Tash, it didn't work.
A light red. Is that terminology you used earlier, Zach? Light red. Did I hear you say that?
Did I say that? If I did, I didn't realize it.
I thought you did. Maybe I was just hearing things. Light
I
red.
may have.
Like if it's just barely red, you can possibly mez it, but it's going to be likely to resist. Anything 4 levels or higher, you're not going to land a mez on. You're not going to land a mez or a charm or anything. Even with Tash, that's not going to happen. So your yellows are pretty reliable. Whites and blues are reliable.
See, so now I'm learning about enchanters.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the things. That's why you
I just
prioritize.
left the zone. I was like, hee bye.
But see, now you're going to be outside the zone, and there's other mobs in your way. So okay, this is a perfect
shit.
time to show you Origin. So if you hit V, which I have it bound to Shift V because you don't open this menu very often. This is alternate advancement. This is way later in the game. You can get extra stuff. But go to scroll down and look for the one called Origin. You can see that it's 1-1. So click it and then click on hotkey in the bottom right. It'll create a hotkey. Put that on your bar somewhere. On the left. Sorry, it's not a spell. It's an ability. On the lower left, your hot bar.
Oh, one of these.
Yeah, yep. Those are called hot bars. So pop it anywhere on there. And then you can close that window. You won't need it anymore. Click Origin. And it's a very long spell cast. And you can move that little spell bar too if you want. I don't know. I thought it was the same as your spell cast. As soon as it's done casting, you will teleport back to, actually it's going to be instant, but you would zone if you were out of the zone, and you'll instantly appear. Crescent Reach. Son of a bitch. It's Crescent Reach. Okay. Well,
Origin versus Gate.
Damn it.
Fucking Crescent Reach.
I've never origed to Crescent Reach. I've never played that far.
That's why I asked you about it the other day, because I died in fucking Lower Guck and I went all the way back to Crescent Reach, and I'm like, I have to run to the fucking book now.
So here's what you do. This would be in front of your spell vendors. You would go to them. You'd purchase spells. You'd buy all that stuff. I don't think I think we're pretty much done. Is that what I'm hearing? It's kind of getting late even here.
Yeah,
Okay. So real quick, just because I want to give you a little taste, go to one of the guards. Find that guy who's called guard. The mission guy is not going to work because you can't attack him. But go to the other. He's like a wandering on the path guy. Guard something. I saw him. You can use your tilde key to try and target, and then just watch your target window, and you might see it pop up. No, your tilde. Oh, there he is. He's wandering. Tilde is the key below escape. You basically hit that key a whole bunch, and watch your target window, and you'll go, oh, that person's in range. So try to attack that guy.
Wait.
I don't know if it'll let you attack him.
Tilda. Okay.
Yeah, tilde is the little squiggly below escape. Oh, it works. So he's. Oh, did it work? Was it just interrupted? Yeah. So you punched him, and he instantly killed you. So you died for the first time. You have to click respawn. If you don't click respawn, you can get resurrected, and instantly respawn there.
Which I will probably be doing a lot of.
Yes. Now, if you do click respawn, your corpse is still there, and it can still be resurrected. But if a resurrection goes through while you're zoning, you won't get the notification. So just be careful on that and try not to respawn until you know it. You might as well. You get resurrection sickness, which is your mana's super low and doesn't regenerate very fast. Your stats are kind of low. But normally your origin would take you back to your city. You'd go by spells, and then you would gate back to your bind point, and we continue killing. If you have a little bit more time, like 5 minutes, I'd like to show you the run that you're going to be making at the start of the game.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
okay, so jump off of Kelathan. You should be able to survive it because you're high level now.
We
Split. Yeah. Yeah, fall damage. They
have.
basically nerfed the hell out of fall damage in this. So I'm coming to find you right now. Actually, I don't have to come find you. Start running. Follow your map to Butcher Block Mountains on your map. Open your map. It's on the lower left of the zone. Zone line traditionally are, you have to zoom out a little bit more. It's on the green line is the edge of the zone. You see where it says 2 Butcher Block? Yeah.
Yep.
So that way. So southwest until you get to Butcher Block zone. Traditionally, zone lines are at the edges of a zone. So it'll be like the north is, like in this case, Crush Bones at the north, Felbeth is east, Butcher Block's west, Lesser Fadark is south. Some zones have zone lines like in the middle, like if it's a dungeon or if it's a teleport, but traditionally it's going to be on the edge. So if you're looking for a zone connection, safe bet is it's one of the edges of the map. And so we're gonna meet up there. This is the run you're making. So you're gonna spawn up in your treehouse, and then you're gonna find Joey, and you're gonna follow him, and he's gonna show you the way. Do you know the way?
Oh my god. It's so old.
This run is relatively safe because there's not really very many aggro enemies in this forest, except for like an orc or a wolf or something. Once you get to Butcher Block, though, there are bandits who roam around, and they are really high level, like 15, which
Shit.
will instantly kill a level 1, which you're going to be level 1 when you're making this run, not level
Oh
6.
my god.
So your goal is to completely avoid all enemies which will kill you, and then you're good. Once you make it, you're safe.
That's terrifying.
It's pretty awful. I have to do it too, and Joey does, but he's going to be guiding you. Yeah, that's the worst part of the early game is meeting up. There's some races which start so far across the world, it's not even possible to run to them. You have to wait until you're higher level. So we made sure to pick races and classes that start in the same area, general area. It's better if we were all elves. Like if I actually wanted to make a paladin, I could be this paladin guy. Nick could be that enchanter, but we're gonna go evil. I'm gonna be an ogre because they can't be stunned. And dark elves are really cool. And so we're going to have a dark elf cleric, a dark elf enchanter. You're going to be a wood elf. Joey's going to be a wood elf. Second fragment of Egok is some quest. I don't know.
Man, I wish I could be a lizard.
Yeah, I mean, you will be able to eventually if we play long enough.
Yeah, if you really like it and we're all playing a lot, then in 2 months, I think.
It's like 2 months, yeah.
2 months, Kunart comes out, and you can make a lizard, and we'll power level you, which is where we give you super high level buffs so that you level up ridiculously fast, and you could even switch to that as your main if you wanted to.
Would I actually still be able to name them lizard or
No,
so
unless you delete the character, please don't.
So you can rename your character, so you could change this character's name for money. It's like $10. And then pick the new name. However, there is another option if you want to consider this. I don't want to tell you not to pick the name.
Oh, make another character, name it Lizard, but don't have that one be the one that you play. Yeah. And then make your so make Lizard right away is like some dwarf bullshit, and then keep it at level 1 and never play it. Then when Kunart comes out, you can delete it, and then the name will be free, and then you can make your new character.
Yep.
Holy shit, that's big brain.
But then you have to avoid, then you won't have that name on this character. But if you want Lizard to be a lizard, that's the strategy. I'm going to reserve like the entire...
Yes, I want Lizard to be Lizard.
The entire... You could be a lizard wizard? No, you can't. They can't be wizards.
Okay, here's the thing. When Kunark comes out, Kunark is like the best expansion, and it has all kinds of awesome shit to do, and it raises the level cap from 50 to 60, so it is definitely worth playing through Kunark. So it's not like you'd make a lizard and then we'd be done playing. If you made an Ixar, we would definitely play a whole bunch in Kunark for like another 2 months. If you were still having fun playing it, we would play for 2 more months, and you'd be able to do a lot with lizard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, especially if we have something to do. The problem usually is that by that point we're like, okay, all this stuff is high level stuff, and we're not high level, so bored. But if we're enjoying, so see right here, this is a dangerous spot. Those are wait, no, they're not. I thought those guys were aggro. Okay, maybe they're not.
Okay.
Nick, what are you actually doing in Crushbone?
Just killing some stuff. Wait, is no one coming back to Crushbone?
I'm running. I'm running Will Freeport.
Oh, so are we done?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay, I'll log off then.
I mean, I can come up to Crushbone.
It's late.
No, it's just so much fun.
Save that energy for when we're grinding out, trying to. Come on, guys, just a little longer. We're almost level 12.
Okay, I'm camping.
You have PTO, don't you?
Oh no, I'm seriously going to use PCO. Yeah, like whatever day the server launches, I'm going to use vacation for that day. And depending on the day of the week, like if it launches on a Thursday, I might do like Thursday and Friday. Like I plan on hardcore gaming.
I meant you have PTO you can use for tomorrow, right?
No, I'm not using it for now. This was just a test.
That guy right there. Oh no.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go
So
watch
that guy,
Lolo's
he's a little
screen.
dwarf, and he will one-shot you if you're level 1. And we got lucky he didn't aggro us. But that's the kind of shit you have to deal with running through this zone. Like, there's just those guys just running around, and they just run right through you and then punch you, and then you waste 10 minutes, and you got to restart. But we're almost there.
Shit.
This is the dangerous part of the run, and you and Joey will be doing it.
Okay, so you're not making a halfling anymore then.
No.
Interesting.
They decided wood elf, which is a good decision, I think.
Yeah, that's better too, because then you have no incentive to be a halfling cleric, so you can just make a dark elf with me, and we'll all level. It'll be just like
I was going to make a dark elf anyways. Jake and I talked about it, and I decided to make a dark elf.
Yeah, just a little buddy, just a little guy.
Yeah,
but scarabs aren't spiders. That's a little spider, and spiders aren't workers.
No, it's a scarab. It's not a spider. It is a beetle.
No, it's not. It looks like a spider.
What the fuck? Oh god, that's a rare mob. It's a high level. A rare high level mob. Okay, we made it past it. Okay, so this is the dock. This is where you normally take the boat to the other continent.
Holy shit, the boat.
This is the worst part of the game. However,
I want to ride the boat.
You want to ride the boat? Okay, we can ride the boat.
Actually, yeah, I do want to ride the boat.
Yes, just once and never, ever, 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 ever again.
They sped it up. It goes really fast now. So the worst part isn't riding it. The worst part is waiting for it. We just have to sit here until it shows up.
So what you'll do later is you target that translocator Philthop or whatever, and you hail him, and he'll say, "Would you like to go to Ocean of Tears?" And then you say, "Take me to Ocean of Tears," or whatever keyword you type. And when you do, he casts a spell and warps you to Ocean of Tears. When you get to Ocean of Tears, there's another translocator, and you say, "Take me to Freeport." He takes you to Freeport. But the old way of doing it, these guys were not here. You had to wait for the boat, and it was fucking awesome. And it was also the worst thing ever.
I can just imagine a whole group of people sitting here waiting.
Yep, that's exactly how it was.
Also, the boat goes backwards. When you're going from the main continent to Fedwar, it travels from east to west. And when you're traveling, so it's going the wrong way.
Yeah, so normally you'd come here and there would be tons of people sitting at the docks just waiting for the boat. And then when the boat gets here, they'd all pile on the boat. And then you would just run around the boat like a jackass, waiting for it to take you there. And it was awesome.
But because the boat was glitchy, there was always a slim chance that while you were running around and jumping like an idiot, that you would glitch off the boat and fall into the water.
And so then you would petition a GM to fix your character, and they got sick of doing that, so they just put in the translocators so that no one would do it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, the boats, they were trying to fix them, I think, and then they actually broke to the point where they weren't coming, and no one could use them to travel. So as a hot fix, they quickly went and put in translocators, until they got the boat system back up and running, and then they got it back up and running, and they just left the translocators in.
Damn. EverQuest?
Pretty much. That's EQ. That's EQ. That was a guild. The poop sockers who like try hard and like roll through everything. Their guild name is That's EQ, baby.
That's EQ, baby.
Because they would come up and like steal your shit, and you'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they just go, "That's EQ, baby." That's how it
That's
is.
hilarious. Ooh, look at the funny optical illusion I've created on stream. Ooh.
Do
I
y'all
love
remember
it.
Team AFK?
No.
There's a guild called Team AFK, and I saw them all over the place, and I never, ever saw them moving or playing. They were always AFK, sitting outside the bazaar, someplace like that. And
Weird.
I spent months, and it had to be like a big guild's alt guild that they just like logged their characters in on as a joke or something, because I would see them and they would just be there, and they never did anything.
It was It was probably
That's
like, hey,
hilarious.
it was probably like a guild that was like, okay, anyone who's online, we need you to be online, or anyone who's available, we need you to be online on a character, so we can see that you're online. But if you don't want to be online, your main character, so you're not eating food and stuff, join this guild. We'll have a separate guild to track online people, and we'll call it Team AFK.
It had to be something like that, because
That
I'd
was
see
something.
a dozen or 2 dozen of them on at a time. It was not just 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
But I never saw them doing anything, and they weren't just like in the bazaar. They weren't just bazaar traders. They would random spots throughout the world. I'd see one of their characters just standing there.
Yeah.
That was the cool thing about old EverQuest, is it was the only game, and so you would keep playing it even when you didn't care about it anymore. It was just a social network where you could kill stuff. So you would
Here we
log
go.
on and make characters and dick around. Oh
Get
yeah,
on the boat.
tab back, tab back. Otherwise, you'll have to wait 20
Holy
minutes.
shit.
And
There you go.
that's it. You can actually target the boat. It's an enemy.
You
It
can
just has collision.
You can safely walk around the boat, but there's not a lot to do.
Yeah, I can actually remember us at one point having a conversation about how it was just basically a graphical chat program that we spent, $15 a month on to talk to each other.
But you would
That's
like there was a guild that was all small races, and it was called Ankle Biters United.
Ankle
And
biters.
ankle biter.
everyone in the guild was a hobbit or a dwarf or a gnome.
Yep.
But like
Oh my god.
That
right,
was a requirement to join.
yeah, but right now you'd never have that because there's not enough people that are all small races that would be playing often enough to make that feasible. But back in the game when it was just swarming with people, and also the world was small. Like now, the world is so on the live servers, the world is so ridiculously big that people are only in whatever the newest expansion is. But a long time ago, when there was only original and then 2 expansions, you would just see people everywhere all the time. The game was just a thriving community. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, goodbye.
No.
All right, so go back to the dock. If you're
There's
fast
always
enough,
a slim chance.
if you're fast enough, you can teleport to it before the boat gets to it, and you can get back on it. Otherwise, you might just have to take the translocator all the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you swim slow. Scroll all the way in. Make sure you're looking straight. Yeah, you are. You're just
Yeah.
going slow. Use the diagonal swimming. If you only so make sure you hold W and A, and then angle yourself a little bit so you're swimming at a little bit of an angle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, now imagine
So-
if the boat was the only option and that happened.
Yep, it's at the dock, so I don't think you're gonna make it.
Nope.
At one point, the way that the boat clipped, it had like a fake wall on the front of it during part of the time when they tried to fix it. So it was like an invisible wall to keep you on the boat, but you could glitch past it, and then you'd be stuck on the bow of the boat, and you couldn't get off, you couldn't jump in the water, you couldn't get back on the boat, nothing, and you just ride the boat until eventually you would log in and it would put you back on in the correct spot, and then you could finish. I was trapped in it for a couple hours one day.
Well, at least I've become better at swimming.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
of it.
that's actually a thing you do. Is the way you train swimming is to just swim around. So you'll
Oh my god.
you can set it up so you're swimming in a
Oh
circle.
no,
Oh,
no,
it's the other dock. It's the
wrong
other dock.
dock, wrong dock. Nothing comes to that dock.
No!
Yeah, the boat's gone.
I
You get to
give
see
up.
the translocator. You need to learn how to use the translocators anyway. But yeah, you set yourself up to just swim in a circle in a safe area and AFK, and then come back an hour later, and your swimming will be max level.
That's a cool thing about
Wow.
EverQuest. It's like D&D because there's skills and they matter. So like if your swimming is 1, you swim ridiculously slow, but when your swimming is 100, you just zip around and it's awesome. And Ixars start with swimming at level 100. Okay, so target the translocator. Oh, Jake, you can tell him.
You're targeting yourself because you're clicking yourself. Your hitbox is huge. That's why
Oh.
tab is good because you can target something directly in front of you.
Click through self checkbox.
Oh, okay.
Have you set that?
I actually have mine turned on. I don't know why. I guess I like to be able to target myself when I'm zoomed out. I actually use it.
You're weird.
It's easier sometimes. So H to hail to get the message you need to say, or you could just straight up
Oh.
say Ocean of Tears and she'll teleport you.
Oh, you can click it now. That's helpful.
Yeah, certain prompts let you click them. Okay, so you're gonna zone in at the island that I'm at, and
Is the boat
in this
there?
area, no, it left a
okay.
minute ago.
Rip.
These characters are actually will kill evil people on sight. So for like an ogre coming through here, you have to be very careful because what the hell is this thing?
Yeah, so you'll be safe on live because you're going to be a wood elf, but
Yeah.
if me or Jake, but since I'm an enchanter, I can actually illusion myself to another race. So I could,
But
if I cast the illusion before I get here, I'd be safe. Okay, so
Yep.
hail
Illusion
him.
doesn't drop when you zone
Oh.
anymore,
It
does
does
it?
drop when you zone. So you have to
Okay, so-
zone, hide, and then illusion. It's
Not butcher block.
Yep, Freeport. That's the next city.
Okay, good.
So Butcher Block is the dwarf city or is the dwarf town area, and Freeport is the human area. This area is revamped, and we all hate it because it's awful.
Yeah,
They basically made what?
Good graphics, stupid.
Yeah, they good quote unquote good graphics. They updated the graphics. Took a nice, small, concise, easily navigable city, stretched it out beyond imagination, and put a bunch of empty space in between the same characters that were already there.
Why?
So because it's an upgrade because it looks better. Actually,
They were gonna do this to like the entire game, and they did it to a handful of zones, and everybody hated it, and they just kind of said "fuck it" and stopped.
Yep.
Yeah, if they did this to Felwith, I wouldn't. And Kelethin, oh my god.
They will eventually.
Kelethin is damn perfect the way it is.
They did it to Neriak.
What?
Neriak is not old Neriak. Neriak is not Neriak. Sorry, Nectilus. Neriak's old.
Yeah.
Nectilus is new.
Nectilus is new?
Yeah, it's the
Nectilus.
same layout. It's just graphical update.
The graphics update is not as bad. What's really horrible is when they just change everything all up and you can't find your way around it.
Yep.
I spent how many years memorizing Freeport before they put maps in, and then they did this.
Oh, so you think this is bad? Freeport has 2 sides, west and east, and it has 2 gates. This gate goes to North Desert of Roe. The other gate goes to West the other Freeport is West Freeport, and the other gate goes to Common Lands. Common Lands is the most accessible city area. And so everyone goes there for like trading. There's a big cave and it's safe because there's no enemies in it, and everyone goes there to trade. So that's the auction area. So as soon as you zone in, there's like 500 people in there. It's laggy as shit, and you see spam. You get spam messages in chat because everyone's auctioning their stuff.
Yeah, so if you want to sell something, you go there and sit in the cave, and every 5 to 10 minutes, You just repeat a message to the zone saying what you're selling, and if you're looking to buy something, then you go there. Now, other people will buy and sell stuff in other zones, but usually not.
Not really.
So that's why Jake made that website. What his website does is it reads the chat from the common lands and looks for people that are selling stuff and makes it searchable. So that way you could just send a message to someone, and even if they left the commons, they might be in some other zone, and you're like, hey, do you still want to sell this? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And then you go meet up and buy it from them.
Cool. I like this desert place.
Yeah, this will actually be not here specifically, but this same area. So there's like I said, there's 2 entrances of Freeport. We're not going to come through this area probably. But if you keep going that direction, you get to South Desert of Roe, which is like a little beach. Actually, the beach is right here coming up. And there's like a bunch
Let's
of
go to the
crocodiles and stuff.
beach.
We can go there. We're high enough. This
Ooh.
is the run though. Once you get here, you're basically safe. And then you go to the Dark Elf area. But do you want to go to the desert or where we're going to be fighting?
Where we're gonna be fighting.
Okay, it's gonna be over here then. So yeah, you can look on your map and see kind of the layout. There's an ocean, and you go there, and there's a bunch of roaming skeletons and bands of
Ooh, shit.
orcs and crocodiles. The crocodiles are
Crocodile.
they're like level 12. So and there's a bunch of them, and they respawn really fast.
We will
and
be
they
killing
don't.
those later. It's so much fun. And
Yep.
there's a giant crocodile who's level 30 named Lockjaw, and he spawns randomly. So you'll just be like doing your own
Oh
thing.
shit! No. Fuck.
Oh no.
Snare it.
No, just keep running. You're good. Do the
Just keep
strafe run. Oh, it's up here. Up here. We're almost to the zone.
And it's such a massive free for all on fucking Lockjaw too.
Bro stunned me.
Oh yeah, you can get stunned. That's why I'm playing an ogre, because they can't be stunned if they get attacked from the front, and that's really good for tanks. So this is the tunnel. This leads to common lands. So common lands in North Row are connected by a tunnel, and it's that tunnel in the common land side. You'll see it's just a huge, massive cavern, and there's it's swarmed with people when you're actually playing when the game is live. There's vendors. There's not a bank, but there's vendors, and there's a teleport there. You can teleport to this zone.
Hey, question for you guys, because it doesn't make sense to me that much. Why do you have to wait until the game is live again? I don't remember.
So okay, you know how we're talking about all the new changes and stuff
See
that they're
how
making?
there's no people in this zone? That's
Yeah.
because everyone is in all the new stuff, which sucks, and there's no one to play with anymore. That's literally why.
So what they do is every year, and they've done this for the past 6 years now, they make a new server, and they start the server with no expansions unlocked, only the original basic content. So you can't go to the Plane of Knowledge, you can't start as a Draken or an Ixar, you have to start with only the stuff that was released in 1999.
It's the original game, basically, except you level faster, and there's some other convenient things, but it's basically the original game.
The content is all the same, but the actual gameplay is different based on some things that have updated in the years. Then because that's boring, if you want to just do that forever, that's boring as shit. So every 2 months or thereabouts, they release the next expansion. So you play for 2 months, and then they say, hey, now we're releasing the Ruins of Kunark. Everyone gets that same expansion at the same time and can start doing that content. And they do that. They do that for the first 3 expansions, and then people stop caring because those are the 4th and 5th and onward are expansions people don't give a shit about. And the server slowly dies as people start quitting. And then the next year in May, they start a new one, and they started doing little tweaks to them, like, oh, this one, all the loot is random. Oh, this one, so it's the same original game, the same original content and zones and creatures, but with a twist. So we don't know what the twist is going to be yet, but we can't start playing until that server unlocks and is created, which is in May.
So it's really about the community. If we all made characters now, we could play the game and we could go through all the classic stuff and we'd have no problem. If you were playing by yourself, there'd be no one to group with, and then it's basically unplayable. But if we were playing together as a group, like we're doing now, it's fun, but it's empty. If you notice, you haven't really seen very many other players. Normally,
Yeah.
normally Crushbone is full of people. And so then they're fighting stuff and they're training and you're training them and it's fun and it's hilarious and it's action. And
You're
also,
arguing over camps.
yeah, and we only have 4 of us playing, and because Joey wasn't playing. Now
Five. Yeah.
Joey will be, but for instance, if he wasn't, then we could go invite 2 other random people into our group to help us, and we'd have a little bit easier time. So it's really all about the community. But the thing is, when by the time that Kunark comes out, no one's playing the old zones anymore. So the thing is, you want to start playing right when the server launches. Play as much as you can so that you stay with everyone else. So that as you level up, all the places you go are full of people, and it's a lot more fun. And you
That
can
makes sense.
yeah, and you can read the chats, and people argue, and people joke, and they talk about events, and there's boomers. Well, like what me and Zach used to do is to go to the populated zones and start religious arguments or political arguments. Yeah, just to watch people
Abortion.
argue. Yeah, we used to go and ask and talk about abortion, and
That's hilarious.
me and Zach would take turns, one of us being pro, the other one being anti, just to get everyone arguing, and then we would just sit there and watch the shitstorm.
And that one
I
of all
love
of them, that was
dodging
probably the easiest one to get the whole zone involved in arguing into, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
always
we
would.
got it.
Yo, guys.
It's the one thing everyone has an opinion on.
What's up?
I think it's time for me to go.
Yeah,
I
probably.
mean, we've already reached the place we're gonna do on the live, and
Well,
we should
actually,
come
you'll,
back.
you'll go a little
Huh?
farther, but you're basically
Yeah.
there. It's just
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
the sweet
yeah.
spot.
you run across this zone, and the next zone is a spooky forest full of skeletons and shadow men and stuff. And that is right next to the Dark Elf City. So me and Zach are gonna log on and immediately just start killing shit. So then when you guys get there, we'll be higher level. So basically, no one's gonna die because Zach's gonna be the healer and he's higher level. I'm the enchanter and I'm just gonna be blazing through shit. And so for the first, like, we level up pretty fast here. It's gonna be even faster on live. And then once we get to what level are we gonna move, Jake?
We're moving on to necklace at like level 10, probably.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna level like crazy up to 5. Once we get 5, everyone origins, buys their spells up through 10. We go back, just go crazy until we're level 10. Then we go back, get our spells again. Then we go to the next zone, which we probably won't go there right away, but the next one is the alligator place. We'll probably do something else in the middle because level 10's a little low for the alligators. But when we do the alligators, we can stay in that zone for a while. And it's this really awesome beach. It's called the Oasis of Mar. And it's right next to the ocean. And there's a dock there. And all along the beach, these alligators spawn. So you're just. Oh, and you get a charm spell. So you can actually charm the alligators, which makes them your pet. And then you can make them attack things. And then charm breaks. And then they attack you. And it's so exciting. And
Oh,
and so every once in a while, randomly, this giant high level alligator named Lockjaw spawns. And whenever he spawns, he immediately kills whoever's right there because he's so strong. But then everyone sees he's up and he drops good loot. So everyone swarms on him and kills him. And they're all fighting to see who gets the kills. If you go farther out into the desert, there is an oasis in the middle of the desert with a tower on it. And it's full of specters, which are super high level Grim Reaper guys who will murder you, and there's no reason to touch them at all unless if you attack them, you can drag them back to the docks and get everyone killed, and I might have to do that once just to show you what it looks like. And
High
there's
we
levels
have
kill for loot.
to.
and there's also sand giants who are literal giants, so they are giant. Like they are
Oh yeah,
actually
I can show you
giant.
some of them.
Yes,
Yeah, you're like standing ankle high to them.
yeah, there are actual giants in the game, and they go stomp, 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 like they make this booming noise, and you see them on the horizon. You're like, oh, that's pretty big, and then you get up to them, and their foot is as tall as you, and it's awesome to fight them.
What?
So much fun. and they're super high level. And so when you first get there, you have to avoid them. And again, people will attack them and bring them to the docks. It's pretty funny. But when you're high level,
Puff fancy.
when you're higher level, you're actually seeking out the giants because they drop expensive gemstones that sell for like 80 or 90 platinum. And so you're going around killing giants to farm them for their gems, and it's so much fun.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about EverQuest is because like there's just more and more and more interesting stuff to see. So you want to level up so you can go kill the giants. Then you level up more, you can go kill the dragons. There was this place called The Hole, which is this giant deep hole that you can actually fall down and die. It's hilarious. But if you fight your way down, you have to swim through the water and go through this secret door in the rocks, and you just basically delve down into the earth, and you're fighting like elementals of earth and shit. And then there's like a castle you have to wind your way through, and there's golems and things like that, and it's just so interesting. So you want to level up so you can go to the next thing. There's also one of the places we go to level at around level 30. It's called Guck, and it has froglocks in it. Like this little guy right there is a
Muck?
froglock, and the frog
Muck?
Guck, Guk. And
Muck.
when you go to Guk, there's two Gucks. There's Upper Guk and Lower Guk. Upper Guk has just regular froglocks, and they're nice. They won't attack you. You can run around. If you kill a bunch of them, then they will attack you, so you don't want to do that. But if you continue down, you go to the ruins of Lower Guk, which is infested with undead zombie froglocks. And if you kill the undead froglocks, then the live froglocks like you. And there's a whole bunch of really good items that fight down there, and you basically have ghouls, froglocks that you're fighting and stuff. And that's one of the main zones you level in, and there's a whole bunch of really cool items that drop there, and people are always like fighting over it and stuff. So like you go there and you'll be like camp check, and then no one says this one camp you're looking for, so then you move to that camp, but then there's someone there, and then they're like, we're camping this, and then you're like, you didn't say camp check, and then they're like, yes we did, and then you're like, okay, well, we'll just share the camp, and they're like, you can't share the camp, and then and then you just start pulling on top of them and bothering them until they just give up and walk away.
And you point out
You
that
don't do
camps
that.
aren't an official
Oh.
part of the EULA.
And then they train you, and then you die, and then you start sending them tells, and you threaten violence, and then your account gets banned.
Oh my god.
People do that to us very rarely. We do not do that to people because we like to have our accounts not banned.
No, I don't play
Yep,
toxic
and
like
we
I
can
used
handle
to.
our spots.
But you can't.
They can't pull to us and train us real bad because we handle our shit, and we have no need to do that back to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets really fun. So I'm glad that you like it. I hope that you continue to like playing it. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream and log off now. And now Will's very first ever game of EverQuest is logged on YouTube, and that's so cool. I wish my original game was logged like that when I'm like, I'm killing bats.
Only last thing to note, because we're not gonna, unless you want to run see the giants or the forest. This is the Soulbinder, the closest one to the area we'll be fighting in. So when you pass through this room, you'll bind yourself here, and then anytime you die, you'll come back here, and you'll have to repeat the run from here back to the forest. So, because you're not evil, you can't actually bind in the forest. So this is where you'll be. I am going to run to the forest, and then exit the game. So if you want to follow me, you can. Otherwise, I'm just testing. I like to practice runs, so I've made this run like 4 or 5 times on different characters just to make sure I can do it and it's optimized, but it's not necessary at all.
Jake, do you have we're not doing this right now, obviously, but do you have a Gina file that you can send me, or
It's not a file. When we're in game at the same time, which we can do later, I send a chat message. Your Gina picks it up in the text log and instantly pulls all of my data into your Gina.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
I might be able to copy and paste it to you in a different chat, and you can just do it manually, but it's much easier to just let it auto load from the game because it'll auto do all of it. You don't have to go and input anything.
I might see I might try to Google stuff about Gina and see if I can learn some of the tricks and stuff. Cause no.
Oh, go ahead.
Just because I'm seeing like as a druid, I've got it. I don't need Gina because I know what the fuck I'm doing. But as an enchanter, what like timing your mezzes and stuff like that, like I was actually adding alerts for like spell fizzle, spell out of range, spell interrupted. So instead of having to read chat, it just pops up on screen, and I'm like, oh my god, I could use this for like all sorts of things like the game should do, you know, it should have pop-ups instead of you having to
Yeah.
read a text box. So like all the important things, like even like you know, like you're dying or something like that, or you've died or yelled for help, like there's like I could do so much with that.
So yes, I don't know. There is so first of all, the reason I said the documentation is terrible. There is no guides or anything anywhere that will actually walk you through anything. You just have to kind of wing it. Their website basically says this is a feature that lets you do this, and then gives you no details about how to actually implement it. You just have to fiddle around with it. There are packages you can download which have exactly what you said, which have C has fallen to the ground for failed feign death. S has gone link dead, CH cast, drowning, invis wearing off, lev wearing off, you were invited to group, you were invited to raid, your J boots wore off,
But I can't like
etc., etc.
read them. I have to just download them.
You can download them and then you can open and edit them and see how they work and edit them and disable them or change them. There is not a guide that it goes through and explains to you how to make your own triggers. You might be able to find one, and if you do,
Meh.
send it to me because I haven't found any good ones.
Okay.
And if you want anything complicated like using S strings or anything like that, nope, none of it's out there. You just have to piece apart things and figure it out. I figured out. Let me send you the most complicated trigger I've made because I just figured it out recently. It was a pain in the ass. I don't even remember what it was. Necro? No. What did I do? Sorry, Will, I stopped moving.
Yeah, because I'm really into this. Like, I want to make alts. I want to do raids. I want to play like 3 nights a week. Like Deanna will literally let me play as much as I want, and so I've got to whip up dinners for kids and stuff like that. But if we're only hardcore playing for 2 months and maybe longer, because if it goes really well, we do another month or two for Kunark, right? Yeah, with the lizard plan. And so maybe 3 months. So and all of this stuff that I've got going on in my life basically it wraps up right around the time the
Yeah.
server's going. So this would be like my shit to do in the summer. And I'll play it every day after work and on weekends, and I'll just put everything else aside for this, because I mean, if you guys are playing and I'm at a high level and the server's swarming with people, like I'll join a raiding guild. Like I said, I was just trying to look up stuff on EQ items, and it's like, oh, this drops off of blah 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 in plain sky, and I'm like, oh, but then I look at it and I'm like, I want to fucking do that. Like, I want to go and raid. Like, yeah, we'll group and hate and stuff like that, but I want to go actually raid shit as a useful class and like spend 10 hours and have wipes and stuff. And oh, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we make it that far. Oh, careful. Okay, these are bad guards. They are dark elves. They are the same race that we will be, me and Nick and Zach, or sorry, Nick and Zach. But they hate you because you're a good elf, so they will kill you. They're actually only level 13, these ones, but they'll still kill you. So we have to swim through this water. This is also where you and Joey will have to go. There are piranhas in the water.
I see.
And at level 1, they'll two-shot you, but you'll probably be fine.
Everything in this game tries to kill you.
Do you see this person here?
Yes.
They're not going to kill you, even though they're a dark elf, because they're from some weird quest that someone added, and they decided to stop adding NPCs that'll kill you. So she's fine, but anyone that looks like those guards are definitely not fine. So that's why you just have to consider everyone. There's another guy over here. He's not going to hurt us. And there's no guards wandering here. It's only at that bridge and at the town. So if you go to the path, you're going to skip around that bridge, get onto this path. This is all going to be you and Joey at level 1. And then you go up
Oh,
here.
at level 1.
Yep. It's a little bit scary, but it's not that bad because you have nothing to lose except time. Yeah, Nick, I sent you some tags. Those are a timer that will check. It will check if I kill any mobs named Gynok Moltor, a giant rat, icebone skeleton, large skeleton, ghoul, putrid skeleton, or plague rat. And then it will grab that string of the enemy's name, only the enemy's name, if it has an exclamation mark after it, which is the formatting. Or it will trigger if someone else has killed Gynok Moltor himself, and it will tell me who killed it. And then it will display a timer of the mob that was killed and the timer for it. So see how it's got all that shit in it.
I get
The
it.
last one is if you send a tell to yourself with a number and a message, it will create a timer with a TS timer for the duration of TS seconds with a message of S. So if I tell myself 250 Gynok, it will pop up a timer that goes for 250 seconds converted to minutes. That says Gynok, so I know when Gynok spawns. So it's little things like that where you have to just string together all these obscure characters. And let me get a weird regex string. I haven't been able to get regex to work very well. But if you understand it, you can, because that's just how it works. But like shit like this, that's regex. Okay, this is Neriak. There's this little ogre guy over here. I don't know which of these enemies are in live, are in the new server. So, but these two. Oh, that guy is ready to attack. He's level 100. He's not going to attack me. Yeah, see, he's for an anniversary. He's for a quest. So he says ready to attack, but he's not going to kill me because he's for a quest. So see, there's little weird shit like that. But I don't think he's actually going to be in the game though, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that stupid shit is not in the classic EverQuest. That's why the game sucks now. If they just
they added
left
a
it
bunch of random
alone,
shit.
it would be fun. If they left it alone and there was just one server, then that would be a lot more fun.
No one would play it, but yeah. Okay, that is a Wandering Guard. He is ready to attack, and I think he's going to attack us. I'm not sure. I actually want to find out. I haven't been able to get him to attack us. He is in live,
that's
but I
the
think
city.
he doesn't attack us.
Look
What?
over, Will, to the left, like behind you. That's
that's next.
the entrance to the city.
Yep, that is Neriak. It's the Dark Elf City.
Do not go up there all the way because they will kill you.
But those guards are maximum level, and if you get in range of them, they will immediately start chasing you. Oop! And then they chase you until you die. And so I've got to run to another zone, hopefully.
No, you don't have to run. You don't have to run. You're safe. They're just
they only aggro. They don't aggro a whole group. They only aggro an individual, and that's the whole game.
You
like
could you could actually go in there now, but don't, because then when you come out, they'll kill you.
You can. Did you bind in Common Lands? Did you talk to the frog?
No, I forgot to.
I mean, we're not going to be playing these characters anymore, probably. So you're
But
probably fine.
I know to talk to the frog during the run. I just didn't.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to while we were there because we were talking.
Yeah, we're probably not going to log on again until the server actually goes. Because if you can tweak your UI and stuff while you're playing. Like, we just need you, because it took a long time to teach the basics because it's so complicated and stupid. But now, I'm watching you play and you're playing about as good as any of us.
It's easy to pick up. It's just like if you started without anyone, if you were just like, I'm going to go play that sounds fun, you'd be able to learn everything eventually. But there's all these little things you'd be like, oh, I can cancel spells with a key combo. I didn't know that. I was just sitting the whole time.
That's what Zach said.
So we were just giving you a head boost of a primer of here's a bunch of shit. Makes the game a lot easier to actually play without being a pain in the ass. The only other, I'm going to go ahead and log out. So you can also, when you do /camp to camp out, if you add desktop at the end of it.
Yeah, hit cancel, hit cancel.
It closes the whole game.
Oh
shit.
It just saves you a couple of menus.
You can kill it.
Oh.
No.
You're going to die. You usually, before you camp out, you want to try and zone to a safe spot, usually. The only other time we might play is I think it would be cool if we start all of our characters, Joey's characters included, go to Nectalis. We don't have to do any big runs. We would just teleport straight there and practice our plan, which is Enchanter, Cleric, ranger, monk, everyone's running around killing shit, try and level as fast as we can. I think that would be good, just so we have a group, because we did good, but we didn't really have, like, everyone's kind of doing different things and whatever. We need to be efficient, so it'd be good for everyone to have their roll down. So I think it's good to just give us an idea of how well we work together as a group, so we're not like all ready to go, got PTO and everything, and then we're just fumbling and we're losing and sucking. So
That's gonna
maybe
happen anyway.
I'm
maybe at
dead.
maybe at some
Rip.
point,
Okay, click.
I
Is that
do
the first time you've died?
no.
Second.
I've
Oh.
died a couple times.
Okay,
Yeah.
so click respawn.
I
Then you're
lived
back
the
to
whole
G-Bay.
evening, yay.
I wouldn't mind doing that if we make plans to do it, and then I guess what we do is start in Crescent Reach, but we would run straight.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, you did bind there. Okay.
We
Now,
go straight to Nariak.
so
The good
sit.
guys would go to Commons.
Okay, sit to camp, but this time do camp space desktop. And now, so if you just do camp, it takes you back to the character select screen, so you can log right back in. But if you do camp desktop, when it camps, it will totally log out of the whole game, and so it's really convenient when you're done. But yeah, we could do that. So okay, sorry, yeah. So run straight to POK, get to our zone at level 1, and then just start our plan. You were saying?
Yeah, because I mean the 20-minute run from all of us, that's not necessary to practice. That's a solo thing. Just make sure you know how to do the run. But ultimately, we're all gonna meet up in Nariak. It will be a little different because we're all gonna meet up at level 1, but you and Zach are already gonna
Yeah.
have leveled a little bit, so we'll actually be a little bit behind, which is good. We're gonna level really quick. It doesn't matter. We'll just wait for you guys to go buy your spells once you get level 2. Me and Zach did that with. Do it.
Oh, I can get my Gina set up and stuff too. Yeah, that would actually
Yeah.
be good.
Do it.
I logged out and I think I'm gonna go soon.
Oh yeah. I'm. It's late here too. We played for a while, so yep. I don't got anything else. Anyone
Yeah,
else
we're
got
just
anything
we're
else?
just we're just talking forever like we always do. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
me and Jake are doing side conversations talking about like future stuff and things like that. Gina, I'm just letting you know because you're seeing a bunch of crap on that. It's just a third-party program you can install that scans your chat log and you can set it up for triggers. And so you don't have to worry about that, but like for an enchanter, when I'm mesmerizing shit, you can basically set up alerts so it'll tell you when your mezzes are wearing off and stuff, and so it helps you manage all of the shit easier and fight more efficiently. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. That's like my class. The class that I'm playing is like probably the most complicated one, and that's why I'm playing it. And also, I need Jake to help teach me. But anyway, yeah.
Yes.
It's good to have for everyone, but most important for him.
Yep. So, okay, well, we can log off and we can just chat in the group. And then, yeah, let me know if you guys want to do a thing where where Joey's going to log on too and we all just play. If he doesn't, that's fine because he's just basically going to be kicking ass. I mean, he's
Yeah.
not he's just doing melees anyway. So, he's not integral to our dynamic. It's just he's extra damage, but also
Yeah.
he already knows everything, so he doesn't even need
Yeah.
to practice really.
Exactly.
But if we play where Zach is the cleric, and now we get to, and also I'm using my alerts, and we know where we're going to be fighting and everything else, then yeah, I'd be down for that. So
Yep.
Okay, well let's talk in group then, and I'm going to end the stream and log out. So thanks guys, had a lot of fun.
Bye.
All right,
Thanks
bye,
for
guys.
playing, everyone. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.